All right, everyone. So before we get started today, I'd like to personally say thank you to everyone who liked and commented on the last video. I'm truly very appreciative to it and appreciative to everyone who subscribed. If you like the future content you see, please continue to do so. Also, if you have any ideas for any future videos, please feel free to let me know. Without further ado, let's get into today's topic. So if you're on social media, most likely you are, and you watched YouTube, TikTok, or any of these things, you've seen videos of all the protests and all the riots and all the things going on as of late. Somebody's driving home from work, they find themselves right in the middle of one of these things, and in some instances, literally dragged from their car and beaten within an inch of their life. So what we want to do today is give you some knowledge on what to do should you find yourself in one of these very dangerous situations. So first thing, obviously, if you see it, you want to avoid it. No alternate routes home, no other ways of getting out of there, okay? I mean, that's just easy enough. Now, what if you can't avoid it? What if you find yourself right smack dab in the middle of one of these things? Well, first thing I'm going to tell you is your vehicle is your ultimate weapon. Now, I'm not advocating for you to run people over, but I'm simply saying your vehicle is a very powerful tool. And at the end of the day, better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. That's my personal opinion. Secondly, you find yourself to the point where your vehicle can't move. There are a plethora of different options you can take, right? First things first, obviously, having yourself a concealed firearm to carry. That's going to be your best weapon for defense if it comes down to it, okay? Most of these mobs, this mob mentality that these people have is they feel strong because they're together. They're in great numbers. A lot of the times you take out one of the attackers, the rest of the group is going to scurry because they no longer feel that strength after they've seen one of their own get hurt. Now, what if you can't carry a firearm where you live? Certainly a lot of other alternatives. I'm going to give you some obvious ones and then some ones that maybe you didn't think about. Another obvious one, obviously, is having yourself some type of knife, okay? Fixed blade, pocket knife, whatever. That's going to be another alternative to protect yourself. Another one, most people don't realize, but carrying around a common everyday flashlight is a way to protect yourself. This particular one has a bezeled edge on it that you can use for striking. It's also very bright. This could temporarily blind somebody even for a few seconds. And honestly, just those few seconds alone is going to give you time to get out of your vehicle and get away. And ultimately, that's what you're trying to do. We're not trying to stay there and fight. We're trying to get ourselves to safety. With that also comes with having yourself a get home bag. Get home bag is quite simply a backpack full of a couple of things, food, water, and some other essential items in case you do need to leave your vehicle, you do need to get on foot. These are things that are going to help you survive for the next 24 to 48 hours so that if you have to leave your vehicle, you can walk home. That's something everybody should have. We'll go more into what I carry on that later. So what are some other alternatives? Most people don't realize common everyday things that you have in the vehicle can be used to defend yourself. If you're driving to work or you're driving home from work, what's one thing that everyone has in common? Driving to work, you're looking to start your day, right? What do a lot of people do to start their day? They started out with a hot cup of coffee. You're driving home, you're tired. You're tired, you want that hot cup of coffee, sometimes give you that little caffeine boost to get you home. Find yourself surrounded by a mob full of attackers, rolling down your window, taking that hot coffee. Yes, I know today it probably costs over $2, but taking that hot cup of coffee, throwing it in someone's face is going to hurt them bad enough to give you a couple of seconds to get away. But there are also other things you can do. If you're in a vehicle, my personal opinion, every vehicle should have a vehicle safety kit. Some things you should have in your vehicle in case you're in an accident or if you have a flat tire is road flares. Something as simple as this. This particular road flare will burn for 30 minutes, but something as simple as this, pop this thing, light it, it's going to shoot out a flame. I promise you, I wouldn't personally want to stand in front of somebody who's got this, and I don't think many other people are going to want to stand in front of it either. Okay. Another common thing, most people carry around keys. Now, I have a little rope lanyard on my keys, but something like this can be used to hit somebody with. Okay. Again, you're trying to look for just an extra couple of seconds to give you that gap to get away from the situation. Because yes, I understand it's your vehicle, but in some instances, you got to be prepared to leave it. Okay. Everybody carries around a wallet, or most people carry around a wallet. My wallet happens to be particularly thick. If you carry a wallet can be used, again, as a self-defense device. You can use it to strike someone in the throat, the nose, the eyes, anything like that. Cell phone. Most people carry a cell phone. A lot of people carry a case on their cell phone, or in my case, I actually carry a case that has a backup battery charger. Again, more about stuff like that later. But that cell phone, again, in your hand becomes a self-defense tool. You can use that again, strike in the throat, the eyes, the nose. Again, we're not looking to stay in the fight. We're just trying to get away from the situation. So in the end of the day, guys, these are just some ideas of things you can do to protect yourself if you do get in that situation. I'm sure I left some things out, and if I did, or you have other ideas, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay safe, stay tactical, stay dangerous.